Fact is, you can do anything you want in this life if you're okay with the consequences. Let me show you how I went from a normal surfer, skater, snowboarder kid in San Diego down the wrong path really quickly. I mean, if you guys didn't know, I was a pro snowboarder for a while. I was in videos, all those Bear Mountain videos. I had sponsors. I traveled the world. I actually went to Tokyo one time with my buddies. And we all went pulling up to LAX. I had the black on black Range Rover. My boy had the charcoal gray one on charcoal gray 22s. We were flossing. We had that weed money. We were just slaughtering it. But this is when Oxycontin became big and it just terrorized everybody. This is how it happened. We actually landed in Narita, and then we rolled up to the New Washington Hotel in Shibuya, Tokyo, across from the NHK building. And I hear my boy, everybody else is outside in the hallway. I'm drinking a Sapporo out of the vending machine, and everybody's already gone from the room, and my other boy is going through my other homie's bag. And I'm just thinking, that's weird. Maybe he left something in there or whatever. And I wait like 10 more minutes, and I realize that I hear him in the bathroom, and I hear this tink, 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 tink. And I go, oh, hell no. So I go up to the door. I'm like, hey, motherfucker, let me get some. I knew he had something. He was cutting something up. And at that time, it was the Oxys, the 80s, and he was sniffing them. So I go in there, and he's sniffing some 80s, and I take a couple lines, and then we go mobbing around Shibuya, Tokyo, and I'm not used to that shit. I didn't really do opiates a lot or nothing. I was more into like uppers. So then I just start fucking throwing up, and I'm drinking, and I'm like, oh, I feel great. Like, it was just the dumbest shit. Like, everyone's fucking doing this shit, like looking for happiness in the same place they lost it every day. And then the same person will give you that fucking bullshit ass quote. One of the ones I least like is that when you continually do the same thing and accept different results, it's the definition of insanity. That's like the fucking weakest, lamest quote, but whatever. People use it. I guess it works for them, but probably not, because most of the people who use that do that. So the thing is, as I continually did the same stupid shit over and over, and like I said, was a fake tough guy who would cry about it. I would come down off these benders of going to the fucking club and drinking all this shit and fucking just feeling like shit, having anxiety, yelling at my chick, just causing this massive problem, and then I just feel like shit. But back to Tokyo. We're mobbing around Tokyo. We're fucking looking for weed. We're looking for drugs. We end up finding like ecstasy and shit. And we end up finding some coke. And we're doing the oxys. And then we ended up at one of the biggest clubs in the world, which was actually in Roppongi, which is the Las Vegas of Tokyo. And people were straight dying in the bathrooms and shit. And at this time, I was game for any party. I loved partying. I was young. I was like 21, 22. We were balling. I had 10 grand worth of yen in my pocket, buying fucking shoes, buying clothes, fucking mobbing around Tokyo, living the life with my boys I hustled with. These were the homies that fronted me the packs, the big BC packs. This was my direct hookup. He was a cool ass motherfucker. Last time I talked to him, he was in Donovan. He was at Donovan when I was at Delano. He was on one of the last good yards there, and I talked to him through somebody. But I mean, the whole thing is we all ended up in the pen, all of us. So if you're okay with the consequences, go ahead and live that life. So we both end up in jail, but rewind the tape. Before this, he was going down the wrong road on Oxycontin, and here I am, stuck on that white, drinking like an idiot. We went from both having $1 million pads in different areas to him living out his Range Rover with a busted window, last I heard, fucking doing liquid oxy and taking them 80s like it was going out of style. And then here I am at some trap house in Center Street in Oceanside, growing weed, going to the strip club. I got a gun on me with my pit bulls, and I'm just being an idiot. Like, I went from killing it to being at the very bottom from these vices. Our vices are always what get us. Imagine if you never gave up on your goals and you never took a back step. I took so many back steps through my 20s, I can only imagine where I'd be at this time if I wasn't acting in that manner. But the penitentiary really did reform me because I had the nuts to reform myself. I mean, these grown-ass, bitch-ass baby boys who always point the finger, and they come out and they say, oh, I can't get a job, I can't do this, I can't do that. The fact is, a positive mind frame will find every way it will work in life. Every single way it'll work. And that's what I do because I have a positive mindset. If you want to differentiate from one person to another, a positive or a negative person is going to find every way why it's not going to work. And shit ain't going to be working for them. So, I mean, the thing is to never get in your own fucking way with these fucking back steps, this hustle money, all this shit. Take the right route, follow your passion. Don't get caught up in the material possessions, and make sure you structure your day around mind, body, and soul growth, and mainly trying to help other people. If you want to make $1 billion, help 1 billion people. But the fact is, if you're just trying to help yourself and other people are falling because of your fucking selfishness and the money you want to gain, you will end up in the pen. You will. And then you'll probably be too weak from living like a bitch on the street that your vices will eat you alive. You can go ahead and call yourself a bitch when your vices are running a train on you. I like to say it all the time. That's what worked for me. I was being a bitch. I literally was taking the easy way out at every turn, and that's why I'm an extremist. I do everything to the extreme. So I ended up flipping that fully. I said, you know what? I used to take the easy way out all the time. Now I'm going to take the hard way every time, the hardest way. So I'm a firm believer in the amount of success you have in life. You have to inflict that amount of adversity to match that success you've been blessed with. So it's yin and yang. It's fucking complete balance. You cannot have a great amount of success and not self-inflict adversity. That's where everyone's problem comes into play. That's why the lottery mentality kills so many people. They think that they want to just win, kick their feet up, and live their life happy-go-lucky forever. But if we take the work out of our lives, there goes the love, there goes the passion, and now we're just chasing pleasure, which we all know ends badly. So the penitentiary is not a place for someone coming in off drugs. They'll give you when you come into county jail, they'll give you 72 hours to kick. And I know my boys coming in on that oxy and on that shit. We'll give them 72 hours, and then they're doing burpees again. You ain't getting no medical attention. You ain't getting no help. And that's why I know it's possible for your bitch asses out here to just kick them drugs. You don't even need to do nothing other than fucking go through it for 72 hours and then pull yourself up out of it. Every single fucking step we take every day to strengthen ourselves is what builds our motherfucking confidence. It's what gives us self-worth. Every single step we don't apply that we know we should is what takes away. You're in fucking control. Don't fucking act like it's not. Don't be that fucking 35, 45, 55-year-old bitch-ass motherfucker telling people it's their fault.